Since I've been living part-time in Paris, sometimes I'll see someone on the street who takes my breath away, and I want to stop and thank her for bringing a moment of pleasure to my day. When my American women friends often ask me if I would take them shopping and show them how to look like a Parisian woman, that's when I reveal a big secret about achieving that oh-so-Parisian look. Their look comes from who they are, not what they do. It's something they radiate from within. I know a woman who owns a chic clothing boutique in a posh part of Paris, and she also thinks that the Parisian look comes from within women, not from their clothes. Since living in Paris, and because my 20-year-long illness has led me to reflect more deeply about life, I now believe that the mysterious, glamorous aura of many Parisian women comes from many things, such as the way they marinate in a country with the traditional belief that you're beautiful whoever you are. So Parisians can see beauty in women who are technically plain-looking, or in, say, women who are older, and this contributes toward Parisian women being more at ease with themselves. Parisian women remind me, in a way, of actress Audrey Hepburn because her captivating style came from something within. When you express the essence of who you are through everything you do, when it comes from your soul, you tend to look better in your clothes. So two people can wear the same outfit and one looks fetching in it while the other looks ordinary. Amazingly, Audrey still influences fashion today. Clothing designer Ralph Lauren once said, "As a fashion designer, I can tell you, Audrey Hepburn's name is mentioned probably every minute by every magazine editor or fashion assistant. You could take Audrey into Sears Roebuck or Givenchy or an army surplus store. It didn't matter. She'd put something on and you'd say, it's her." When Audrey burst onto the scene in 1953 in the movie Roman Holiday, many women immediately wanted to look like her, even though she didn't fit the beauty standards of her day, the curvaceous blondes like Marilyn Monroe. Audrey was practically flat-chested, too thin and tall with a short pixie haircut, and her teeth weren't perfectly straight. Then what was her secret? She knew herself inside and out and stayed true to herself even when choosing clothes. At the age of 42 and one of the world's most successful actresses, she left Hollywood and the glitter of fame to live in a village in Switzerland. Years later, Audrey asked the United Nations if there was anything she could do to help the Children's Fund. They appointed her their special ambassador for the program. Growing up under Nazi occupation in Holland, Audrey knew what it was like not having enough to eat. Looking back, I realized that I began believing that the best beauty comes from within first started with my friend Loyanne. We ran on our college's cross-country team. Even though Loyanne was 20 years older and didn't follow fashion, I thought she was as much of a babe as many Parisian women, in her own way. Loyanne looked fabulous because of the radiance which came from her joyful spirit, wisdom, and comfort in her own skin. She owned few clothes and was so poor that if she saw a dead deer by the side of the road, she'd throw it in the trunk of her car and butcher and freeze it to help feed her children. So why do the French tell me that I seem Parisian to them? My secret is that it has as much to do with how my illness has changed me as it does with how Paris has changed me. From French women, I've learned to celebrate my five senses as a gift of life, that it makes me feel more alive. I'll bask in the sun, reveling in its penetrating warmth. I'll shower, enjoying the sensation of water flowing down my back. When I eat dessert, I'll savor its flavors and textures. From my illness, I've learned things like how to be comfortable in my skin. The best way I've found to be at ease with myself is to know myself inside and out. Because my illness has motivated me to keep changing and evolving for 20 years, to be able to create a rich life despite daily sickness, I'm most surprised that adversity, rather than diminishing me, instead has revealed to me who I've always been. These days I feel like a blooming rose, opening up more petals as I age, revealing more of my essence within. I'm happier and more joyful and vibrant than I was when healthy. My illness has left me with a rich legacy, that the world cannot take away.